Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, and this week we are studying kind of a darker topic than we almost ever do. Well, we've never studied this before, and I'm calling this week Unmasking the Occult, bringing to light that which, well, the word occult means that which is hidden. We're trying to bring these practices to light and exposing them to what they are. And they're not from the good side. They're from the bad side. Satan is behind these practices. And I know that not on the basis of anything I say, but on what the Bible has to say. And a lot of times, even the occult is masked in New Age philosophy. That is the case in the practice we're going to talk about this morning, and one that I want you to be aware of. And maybe you already are. I hope you are. It's called crystals, the power of the crystals, or crystal healing, which is a lot of times is done in this country. Have you ever gone to a place that's heavy into New Age, and they'll have a lot of stores around, maybe where you can buy crystals or other things that will help you reach the spirit world? And it's not the spirit world as of God and his angels. And so if it's not that, the only thing left, isn't it, is the spiritual side of Satan and his demons. And so that should tell you a lot right there. But I know that when we have gone into places like Sedona, Arizona, heavy into New Age, even as we drove into the town, it's a heaviness that comes on you. And as you go shopping or restaurants and everything around in Sedona, it feels different. And I don't totally know the why, but I do know that there are many New Age stores and where you can buy crystals or those who will help you with crystal healing. Same is true on the Oregon coast, and probably you know of several places that I don't know of that come to mind when I describe this type of town. Well, what is crystal healing? Maybe it's a real possibility, never even heard of it. But it's when they take crystals, and usually quartz, because quartz are very clear. They'll put them on the body at various places. And supposedly the power that those have. Well, actually, I'll talk a little bit more about it. But the specific areas of the body that they put them on are called chakras. A chakra, by the way, is a Hindu term meaning spiritual energy. That right there should warn the Christian to stay away from it, have nothing to do with it. Because Hinduism does what? Worships many gods, but not the one true God. They create the others are false. That which is not of God is of the enemy. People have put these crystals in amulets, they use them as magical stones, almost exclusively in the past in Eastern cultures and religions. Not so much now, because as I've just described, those who would follow this type of thing tend to congregate in certain cities and areas, but you can find them everywhere, just not in those kind of quantities. The crystals, like I said, are usually clear quartz. The gemstones are said to have a vibration frequency that's interconnected with the Earth's and an individual's energy field. We would call that the soul, by the way, and I don't want anything messing with my soul. The crystal is used to amplify or realign the human psyche and cosmic energy from vibrations, of which you can't feel the vibration. I think it's clearly, as when you think about it that way, don't think of it as just interesting. Oh, we're in Sedona, and let's go see what those things are. I wouldn't go near it, because you don't know the appeal that the enemy might put there to make you try it. They've caused real harm. One issue is that people have stopped taking medications because they think the crystals will heal them. That clearly can be dangerous. But spiritually is where the real danger is, in my opinion, because you're calling on a power that is not from God. And people put their faith in the crystal or the crystal healer who is using it. It's an occult practice. It's an occult practice that God tells us to stay away from. It's a form of mysticism and or witchcraft. Jesus never used crystals. And nowhere in the Bible does it say we should in terms of healing. Don't you think that our God would have told us if this was something that could help in our healing? He would have told us, give it a try. He does not. From the book of Ezekiel. And God is warning his people through the prophet Ezekiel about this. Ezekiel says, therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against your magic charms. I am against your magic charms, with which you ensnare people like birds, and I will tear them from your arms. I will set free the people that you ensnare like birds. I'll tear off your veils and save my people from your hands, and they will no longer fall prey to your power. And then you will know that I am the Lord. He's saying that you can get ensnared by these magical charms, like the crystals, or magic rocks, or the power in the rocks, they might say. Dropping down to verse 23, he says, therefore, you will no longer see false visions or practice divination. You see, he's putting these stones in the same category as divination. I will save my people from your hands, and you will know that I am the Lord. Our faith and power is not to be sought anywhere else than from the Lord our God. The Bible says numerous, there is only one true God. No other idols, no other angels, which were called demons, the fallen angels, the angels that followed Satan. And this is one of the subtle ways he can draw you in if you allow it. There is no power in rocks. There's no magic rocks. And if there's any power, it's power that you don't want to be involved with. The Lord says that those charms right there, we just read it in Ezekiel, will ensnare people. They will ensnare people. Always remember 2 Corinthians 11:14. And in that passage, it says that Satan can appear to us as an angel of what? Light. As an angel of light. That which can seem good, if it's not of God. I don't care if somebody tells you, yeah, but this made me feel good and it cured my arthritis. No, it didn't. I don't know if it's the power of suggestion or what, but there is no power, according to the Bible, in those magical things like crystals or crystal healers. So beware when you're around, for instance, those centers of it. Well, God bless. We have another final big day tomorrow. See you then.
And I won't worry about tomorrow. I'm trusting what you say.